Guys, I mean, you scored 29 runs in 2 games there.
Yeah, very offensive. Really got off to a hot start both games. The first game, they were just as hot as we were offensively, and they got back in it. Today, we were able to do a better job, on the defensive side. But yeah, give the hitters a lot of credit. Coach Snyder, Coach Rabel, we were very offensive today.
Lucas Moore, just an unbelievable doubleheader today. I think he was 6 for 7 and home run, triple, multiple stolen bases. Just talk about how he impacts the game like that.
Yeah, it's just fun, watching kids grow from freshman year where he competed, he battled, but, freshman year's tough on guys, and had a good summer, and we felt like he was going to make that jump. Like we've had a lot of players in our program make a good jump from that freshman to sophomore year. So it's a dynamic player, and it's you see what he can do on the bases. The bat has improved. There's still other things in his arsenal. He hasn't broken out a few other things that he's going to be able to do. So it's fun watching him just get better and better.
Eddie King also doing really well until tonight. I mean, he had 3 games in a row where he had a home run until this evening, but still drove in a run in the second game.
This is the Eddie that those that have been around the program, we've seen this at times. Of course, last year it was down the stretch, and he finished on such a high note. We felt like, the goal was to get off to a quicker start this year, and then the physical injury just set him back. But we felt like he was close in spring training, and then we talked about it when we knew Matt Klein was going to be down for some time. We challenged Eddie, like, now's the time, man. We need you now more than ever. You're a great player. Let's not wait another month. It took him a few weeks to get his timing back, coming back to the lineup, but we felt like when Matt went out, Eddie was really close, and yeah, he took it to another level this week.
You've talked a lot before about how you really enjoy playing doubleheaders, and it allows you to show the depth of your lineup off, and same with your pitching staff. And you were able to run a lot of guys out there today, and maybe not everybody was great, but it was definitely good enough, especially in the second game.
No doubt. I think we showcased our catching when we talk about Matt Klein being out. We start Taggart Tyson, who was a little under the weather. He just toughed it out. But then we went right, to Colin Mowry, a freshman, in a game that was getting close. And Colin battled and competed. And then, we start George Baker in game 2. And, George is close too, as you see some good swings, and he did a great job behind the plate. So you're right. That's one of the reasons I do love doubleheaders is, well, I'm already here in uniform, so let's play 2. But I do love showcasing our position players as well as our pitchers.
Patrick in game 1, how much did the weather maybe impact his performance on the mound today?
I think I said this at the beginning of the year, and it seems like every week it's something new with Patrick. This was a new challenge for him, but one we'll address. He'll learn, he'll grow, he'll have an opportunity to get better. Brendan McKay had to throw a couple innings in a regional and then sit down for a lightning delay. Jared Poland pitched in a regional. Sit down, lightning delay. Like Bobby Miller pitched in Omaha through rain and delays. And postseason baseball, that time of the year, man, you get a lot of hairy weather and a lot of storms. So I just hope for Patrick's sake, it's something we talk about, we learn, and he'll be better prepared next time, because it was a challenge for him. But again, this was something different, something new for him, and so it's just part of the process this year.
Stretched Jake Schweitzer out to 3 innings today. It's definitely the most he's thrown. He had his A game today, it seemed like, and was really able to, allow you to not have to go any deeper than you had to today.
Yeah, he's been really good the last few times. Even at Indiana, I thought he was really good. He strikes out a couple of guys. He gives a 2-strike base hit up the middle. And I thought, man, he was really good then. So you talk about Eberle and Schweitzer, and there were some flashes today again from Gregor and Brown, and it's a talented group. They just go through some growing pains, but Schweitzer and Eberle are guys that have taken definite jumps in the last few weeks.
When you've got weather potentially facing you like tomorrow, how difficult is it? Is it a day where you guys come out and sit at the ballpark and wait, or
That's a good question. You know, a few weeks ago when we played North Carolina, we knew we had 70 and sunny on Sunday. Unfortunately, this Sunday we're not getting that report. We think we can play on Sunday, but there's going to be a lot of rain. So we're not sure if we're going to give up Saturday just yet. I think if we're betting people, Saturday doesn't look too good. But I'm glad, and I know Todd's a competitor, man. I know he's glad we got 2 games in today, because this is just a tough weather weekend, and at least we got 2 in, and now we gotta find a window, you know, to get at least 9 or more innings in.
6 for 7, home run, triple, multiple stolen bases. You're crossing the plate all the time. I mean, how you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the ball well, trying to move the ball, put the ball in play, do whatever I can to score runs for our baseball team so that we can win the baseball games.
You tell me about the handlebars there?
I don't know. I had a little beard going.
Yeah.
And then I got tired of it. It got too thick, and everyone was kind of telling me that I looked a little homeless. So I wanted to switch some up. So last night I shaved into a little goatee, sent it to the group chat, asked for opinions. They said absolutely not. So I tried the handlebars, and they were like, yeah, keep those. So I was like, all right. And I showed up today like this.
When you have a night like this, I'm assuming they're going to stay?
Unfortunately, I said no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I think they look really, really bad. But I said, they were telling me to keep it. I tell them I'm shaving it after tonight. And then they were like, no, you got to keep it. I said, the only way I'm keeping them is if I get 4 hits and hit a homer, which in my mind is like not going to happen. Yeah, I got 4 hits and hit a homer, so my girlfriend is not going to be happy. Not at all.
When this team is rolling like it was today offensively, like just 1 through 9, how fun is it just to be able to, not only do your job, but to watch other guys just excel at that kind of level as well?
It's really fun. I think me and Alex at the top of the order kind of like when we get stuff going, it kind of frees everybody else up to just kind of play their game. Like Eddie King can get his swing off. Like they're not pressing to try to do more than they need to do. So I think our offense is really, really good, and it's really fun to watch those guys when they're swinging it well.
How big is it to have such a stolen base threat such as yourself when you get on the base paths every time?
Coach Mack talks about it a lot, how sometimes the threat of that steal is more important than the actual steal itself. I feel like I kind of sometimes get pitchers to speed up a little bit, maybe like slide step, do stuff that they're not really used to doing, which either they throw balls or they kind of put balls over the plate for our really good hitters to swing at. So I think it's been pretty helpful.
Can you kind of take us through a little bit, like what your approach is when you're on the base paths and what you're looking for to let you know when you're going to go, things like that, and certain pitch counts or anything like that you're kind of looking for specifically?
I kind of get on first base and I look over at Coach Mack, and if he nods his head at me, then it means I'm supposed to steal. So I see him pick up his leg and then I steal. That's really, if he slide steps, I won't steal, but if he picks his leg up, I just run. I'm not really looking too far into that. Coach Mack just head nod.
Speed kills.
Yes, sir.
Coach McDonnell said there might be a little bit more to your game that we haven't seen yet. Would you agree with that?
I feel like I try to be as consistent as I can be, kind of just be the same guy showing up every day, like not trying to do more than I need to do. Just kind of get my hits, bunt, singles, get on base, steal the bases like we were talking about. But those 2 homers, I didn't know I could do that. It happened. I'm not never trying to do that. I promise. I'm not gonna try to keep doing that. Stick to the singles and accidental homers will come.
There we go. 29 runs in 2 games. That's got to be a lot of fun for you guys.
Yeah, the offense, we got to keep it rolling. Help our pitchers out as much as possible. Just keep stacking the hits, keep stacking the runs, just keep it going.
How are you feeling at the plate? We were just talking to Coach McDonnell, and you came back from the injury. Might have had to shake the rust off a little bit, but it seems like your timing's down pretty well now.
Yeah, I feel really good at the plate. The best I felt all season so far. So honestly, if I could keep this going and try to help out my team as much as possible, that's all I can ask for.
as you continue to go throughout the season, you do get healthier and healthier, and you're able to, the last couple weeks you've been able to get out in the field a little bit more, and as you're able to get out there and kind of loosen things up, does that help a little bit?
Yeah, it definitely helps. I'm trying to get like all the way back so I can play like in the outfield every day, or probably wouldn't be like every single day with the rotation that Mac has. So I mean, just at least get back out there consistently. But yeah, it definitely helps. So I can like just stay in the game at all times, every pitch at a time. So yeah, just playing the outfield, it really helps stay in the game.
3 straight games with the home run. The streak ended in game 2 here, but you still got an RBI hit. But I mean, does the ball just seem really big to you right now? Or?
I mean, I wouldn't say it seems big. It just seems like I'm seeing the ball well. Like I'm picking out pitches that I'm gonna hit, and I'm just like hitting them.
You're not the only one that had a big game. I mean, Lucas had a kind of an unreal game, doubleheader today, 6 for 7 at the plate and stolen bases. How much fun is it to watch guys do that?
It's crazy. I mean, it makes me smile. Like especially that last hit he got. I was like, as soon as he hit, I was like, I turned his eyes, like, it's a hit. He got the hit. Just smiled. I had the biggest smile on my face. It's just amazing to watch people do stuff like that.
I mean, looking at yourself and him, I mean, and others as well in this lineup, how dangerous can you guys be?
I mean, we have a really good lineup. I don't think anybody really. I take our lineup over anybody. I'm not putting anybody else down, but I really like our lineup, and I trust these guys with everything.
Just the opportunity to go out and get 3 innings, being able to stretch out a little bit more like that, it has to feel good with just the confidence they have in you to keep running you back out for more innings.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Just I love pitching, so staying out there for the the extra couple outs is definitely a good time for me.
How important is it though? When you've got a high scoring affair and you see the game 1 and Boston College had a little bit of a comeback. How important is it to have that confidence that you can come in and shut them down like that?
It means the world to me that they have the confidence in me to go, get those 3 outs because, the run rule's in place, and if I give up the runs, then we got to play the extra innings, and we got to be here all night, and obviously we've been here all day today. So, just getting off the field when we have the chance to do, the 7-run rule is definitely a big thing.
At what point during the day did you kind of know in the bullpen or when you get out on the mound that you kind of had your ace stuff this evening?
I would say, honestly, just when I get out on the mound and I'm just pounding the zone and all my stuff's in the zone, I'm throwing everything for strikes is when I know that it's going to be a good day.
After taking the first 2, obviously the goal is to get the sweep. You're probably not going to throw in game 3, but as a team, what's the mindset when you do go into a 3rd game where you could potentially pick up a sweep?
I mean, just knowing that any guy that runs out on the mound, any guy that comes out and steps in the box is going to be just as good as the guy in front of him. Just trusting our depth and trusting our abilities and trusting our coaching. That's really important going into the 3rd game.
Coach Mack talks a lot about the depth that you guys have, and there's a lot of really good freshman arms on this roster. What is that like? In terms of just like practice time and guys kind of feeding off of each other and kind of like encouraging each other and stuff like that to get you guys, just to that next level.
Yeah, I mean, practice is just as competitive as the games because everyone next to you is just as good as you. Like I'm in the video tonight, and some other guys on the video tonight, but tomorrow it could be someone totally different, and tonight it could have been someone totally different in my position. So just knowing that someone can go out there and do exactly what you're doing it's good, and it makes you better. So
after taking these 2 first games, what was the message from Coach McDonnell out there for you guys?
Just to finish. I mean, we take the first 2, but there's still 3 games in a series, so we can't get comfortable just with winning 2.